Hey there.
Theron. Lana? You're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revanites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
I can't decide which of you is happier to see me. Want to help me out?
Moving on.
We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revanites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
They've got Revanites and pirates. We've got special forces, a covert agent, and a Sith Lord. I think we've got them beat in the strange department.
Circumstance alone brought us together. The Revanites chose their allies very specifically. We must learn why.
We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything, but a direct attack on the Blades base now might make the Revanites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it will look like a fight between gangs instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the Red Holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jakaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
I'll get out there right away.
Good luck.
Havoc to base. Objective complete.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blades holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do. You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blades' income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
You really aren't like other Sith, are you?
I like to think I'm my own woman.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
Just another day for the hero of Havoc Squad, yes? Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I think seeing that smile of yours is a much better achievement for the day.
Now you're just teasing me.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revanites, but then broke ties, and not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revanites on.
We don't know anything for sure yet. It's best to be cautious when it comes to Mandalorians.
Fair enough. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
I'll contact you once I've found Torch. Let me know as soon as you pull anything else out of the Nova Blade files.
You got it. Good luck.
We can't afford to be so reckless, Jakaro. Losing Theron is bad enough. What if we lost you too?
Now, everyone, stay calm. Queen Lena of Onderon once faced a similar predicament, and her solution was quite creative.
Shut up, droid!
What's going on? Where's Theron?
He was captured. The Nova Blades data listed a Revanite safe house here in town, and when we tried to investigate... Theron is the only one the Revanites saw. They may not know about the rest of us. If so, we need to maintain that advantage.
You made a tough call, but I think it was probably the right one.
I really think you're all much too worried. They took him alive. That's a good sign. They're probably just torturing him a bit. Maybe doing some interrogation, where he could tell them about us. Oh no!
That won't be an issue. Theron has several discrete implants to help him ignore pain and chemical manipulation.
What if Revan or one of his followers used the Force? Couldn't they read his mind?
I've never been able to... Yes, I've tried. I'm sure it's no surprise. Theron's mind is highly ordered, very resolute, probably due to his childhood training by the Jedi. He'll keep our secrets, and we will rescue him. But right now, we need to focus and think it all through, just like he would.
You're right. We need to stick to the mission. When we find the Revanites, we'll find Theron.
Precisely. If we're fortunate, he may even learn a bit about their plans. Now, what did you learn from the Mandalorians?
Revan has a hidden fleet here on Rishi. He's preparing for some kind of battle.
A hidden fleet. Pirates altering shipping lanes. That's it. They aren't just affecting the shipping lanes, they're also changing Imperial and Republic patrol paths.
Revan is trying to draw them into a battle.
Here, over Rishi. With his own ships in the mix, both fleets could be devastated.
That must be his goal. Weakening both sides so that he can make his own play.
We have to find some way to interfere.
I know where to find them! After they caught Theron, I intercepted their transmissions. After that, triangulating their base was a simple calculation. I completed it almost 87 seconds ago. They're on a small island not far from here. The native Rishi have a trading village on the same island. I'm sure they'd give us comfortable lodging.
Then let's go.
We need to clean up any trail we might have left here. You go on, we'll meet you shortly.
Oh, I used to love cleaning.
An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier. The ones who attacked me? What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors, dark in one, light in the other, but they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
Save the reading for later. It'd be nice to have you along for once.
I'd like to, but I really don't think you'll need my help. My time is better spent here. May the Force serve you well. The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
If the Revanites knew your capture was staged, they would have killed you, and we wouldn't have learned Revan's plan. Hiding the truth was probably the best option.
We've got exactly one professional spy in this group. I could have handled it.
I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
Lana, stay a moment. We should talk.
Of course.
Enjoy your trip to Yavin!
This is quite a mess I've made, isn't it? The wicked Sith can't be trusted. Just the sentiment we need right now.
I wouldn't be spending so much time around you if I couldn't stand a little bit of intrigue.
Makes sense. The moments we've shared, the connection between us, it's very important to me. I would never want to lose your trust. My strength flows from the passions I embrace, my service to the Empire, and you.
You're loyal, caring, insightful. Everything the Empire isn't. Why fight for them? The Republic would welcome you. I would welcome you.
I care because I want to save our Empire. Joining you would hardly achieve that. This truce won't last forever. Even if we succeed, the war won't end. There's no future for us.
I'm not ready to give up. Are you?
Not yet. But time is not our ally. We should hurry along.
You sense it too. Not the ancient Sith, or the Emperor. Not Revan. Another presence. Different from the rest.
Yes, it is more like you.
Are you saying there's another Jedi somewhere near us?
No Jedi could survive here alone. It is a vestige at most.
You sell us a bit short, Mar. But in answer to your question, no. The presence isn't exactly that of a Jedi either. It's still very difficult to pinpoint.
Sensors are picking up something a bit more solid. Large structures, mixture of ancient and modern materials. Looks like they've been ransacked. Lots of debris.
Check for broadcasts in signal range 47.2.
What am I seeing here? It's encoded.
The facts behind a rumor. That signal range is used only by the Imperial Guard. The structure we've found must be their training facility.
They might be broadcasting something we could use. Can you decode it?
No, only the Guard has that capability. But given the destruction Theron describes, it's most likely a distress call.
If the Guard has a facility here, they may have information on the Emperor's hiding place. That would lead us straight to Revan.
Agreed. As this concerns only Imperial interests, I will assemble a team of my own to investigate. Beniko, with me.
We can't sit back and watch. There's no telling what they might pull out of that facility. We can't just take their word for it.
Hurry. While Mar is gathering his team, make your way out of the camp and search the Imperial Guard base as quickly as possible.
We'll stall the imps as much as we can. Let's just hope this doesn't turn ugly.
Don't start a fight just to cover for me. It's not worth the risk.
We won't.
May the Force be with you.
I told you this was an Imperial matter. Your soldiers' involvement was unwelcome.
We're supposed to be working together. If the situations were reversed, wouldn't you have done the same thing?
You don't trust us.
Betrayal is the core of your beliefs. You can't honestly find this surprising.
Is it surprise that you hear in my voice?
Kill each other now? Wait until later! It's all the same! It all fuels the flame!
Enough! I will wrench the information we need from this man. The rest can be settled later.
Why not let Master SWTOR have a try at that?
Do not push me further.
I'm betting the Guard are trained to resist torture. It can't hurt to try something different. You're free to watch. No secrets.
Let's get this over with.
Master SWTOR's techniques are interesting and rather effective, I must admit. I think we'll have the information we need very soon. I want you to know I advised against Mar's plan with the Guard facility. We've come so far together. I'd hate to see that progress ruined by territoriality.
Are you worried about keeping the truce together? Or were you thinking more about the two of us?
Both, I suppose.
I must say, Master SWTOR is quite a pleasant interrogator. Theron should be quite proud.
Let's find out what we're up against.
A device for mass ritual sacrifice? That's seriously what he called it?
Capable of killing every living thing on this moon. as fuel for the Emperor's resurrection.
And housed within the very temple the Revanites are using as their base of operations.
So, we'll have to breach the temple and shut the weapon down before Revan can activate it.
Getting inside at all will be challenging enough.
The temple entrance has a locking system that can be overridden from the outside, provided we find the right mechanisms.
On it.
I certainly never thought we'd be killed by an ancient Sith murder machine.
You might not be so grateful if we don't get that weapon shut down.
Think I found the locks Ivan mentioned. You better get out there and take a look. We'll feed you info as we find it.
Good luck. Well, our time has come, even sooner than I'd feared. Revan is gone. We've accomplished what we set out to do. But now we have an entirely new problem, and no truce to face it.
We've shown that it's possible to ignore our differences. Maybe there's hope for a real treaty.
Despite our work here, trust is still in short supply. We can thank the Revanites for that. What's next for the Republic's most decorated soldier? Surely even Havoc Squad gets vacations every now and then.
Bringing in a Sith defector will mean lots of forms to fill out. It'd be worth it, though.
I appreciate the offer, but no. I'm not at all sure what my future holds. But the future doesn't have to start for a while yet. For now, I'd like to make the most of the present.
There's nothing I'd like more.
I'm going to miss you.
Give me a call if you ever want to change sides.
You'll be the first to know.